This is Richard Boatman. Welcome to 3-Minute Manna. I want to remind you of something so extremely important. God does not make junk. You have been created in the image of God. 2 Corinthians 5:17 says, "Therefore, if anyone is in Christ, that person is a new creation. Old things have passed away. Behold, all things have become new." But as we live life, just the ebb and flow of the daily, things happen. Sometimes we experience rejections. We experience feeling ostracized, pushed down, made to feel worth less. Sometimes there are abuses, extreme and otherwise. We all go through these struggles and difficulties, and we have scars and brokenness and fractures. And so it's easy to allow those old tracks in our minds, things from the past, to dominate our thinking. When we start thinking things like, I'm worthless, or God could never use me because of the bad choices I've made, or I can never make anything of myself, those are words that God is not speaking to you. Those are words you're speaking to you. Those are words of the unrenewed mind. God is speaking words of life and transformation and restoration. When I was a kid, a teenager, I used to feel so inferior and inadequate. And then I discovered a powerful truth. To stop saying the things I was thinking about me and to start saying the things God was saying about me. I discovered verses like 2 Corinthians 5:21. He who knew no sin was made to be sin for us, that we might be made the righteousness of God in him. I started confessing that over and over, scores of times every day. I am the righteousness of God in Christ. I am the righteousness of God in Christ. And you know what happened? It started reshaping my thinking. I didn't believe I was righteous on my own merits, but I began to embrace and believe that what God said about me was true. And then I discovered there are many, many promises like that throughout the New Testament of who we are in Christ. So remember, God doesn't make junk. And if you're hearing those negative words in your mind, that's not coming from God. Change what you listen to on the inside. Change your inner podcast and start saying the things God is saying about you. For you're a new creation in Christ Jesus, and God does not make junk.